What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Scraphook. So this is actually a new character that they created to go with the Junkions, and he does fit in, at least color scheme wise, and he does have lots of little parts like Junkions that are interchangeable. Looks pretty good. He's got some paint on him, orange paint with the white Autobot Tampo. For the head, you've got kind of a eye patch and then a red painted eye with brown here and then silver for the face. This lighter brown paint here, some red kind of spiky bits here, similar to like other Junkions. The plastic here is a swirly gray, but it doesn't look too bad. You got more paint here on the bumper or on the wheel well, and then this maroonish orange type plastic. Here's the back. It does look pretty clean overall. Not too much in terms of kibble or gaps except for maybe the forearms. Now he comes with a lot of accessories. They're packed stupidly again in the white paper, so you have to make sure you don't throw it away. You get this little wheel, again done in the gray plastic. And that's just going to go right here. And I was just noticing they have like little broken spikes, kind of to make it look more like a Junkion, so that's pretty cool. You also get these little exhaust pipes, which they're going to end up kind of here anyways, so I like to put them there. But you can put them anywhere, just like any of these Legacy Evolution. There's tons of ports where you can plug it in. But me personally, I just like to put them right there. And there's two of them, obviously. You also get a hook, tow hook, and this kind of winch piece. Now, I like to just put this on the back. In the promo images and the product shots, they put it on the side. I just think it's too bulky. It looks weird. But this can go in his hand as a weapon if you want. You can have that hook weapon. But you also get these two guns, and these can fit here, and those look kind of cool. Now, none of the other Junkions really ever had weapons like this, so if you don't want those, you can take those off, and you can put them back right here. And it does actually look like, just his normal leg, so you don't have to use these if you don't want to. You can just kind of store them here. But nice options there for weapons. You really have kind of endless choices, which is very reminiscent of how the Junkions kind of played. So let's go over his articulation. The head rotates around. It's not on a ball joint, so you can't get it up and down, but you can move this panel up and down, but not really meant to do that. It rotates around here at the shoulder. Goes up to there. If you pull a little too hard, you can pull the arm out because this does come apart. It is kind of a parts combiner with other figures, and we'll take a look at that later. Rotates all the way around here. You have a rotation at the elbow, 90-degree bend at the elbow, rotation at the wrist, waist rotation, legs go up to there, back to there, out to the side. Rotation at the knee, not at the thigh. You have a 90-degree bend at the knee. Ankle tilts get you out to there, back to there, forward, backwards. Plenty of. And for size comparison, there it is next to the Earthrise Optimus Prime. He's a deluxe class, so he fits in just like the other deluxes, the Carbots in this scale. Now, the gimmick here is you can take him apart and he can basically soup up some of these other robots. So go ahead and we can take off his legs here, and these can become whatever you want really, but they'll plug in here, and almost every character has ports where you can plug in stuff like that. You can really do whatever you want, to be honest, but we'll take these and we'll just put those there for fun. Then we'll take these arms, and again, you can do whatever you like. There's no set thing, but you can get his feet onto here, and we'll put this other one on here. I don't know. Oh, and we have to take off this, so it's a nice flat foot. And, you know, your imagination is really the only limit. You kind of have to just figure out what you want to do, but there you go. You got Super Optimus, and it's whatever. It's whatever. Now, it does combine also with the latest wave of Legacy Evolution, so it doesn't have to go with Optimus. It can go with anybody. And then you're left with this broken torso. You could take this off, but there you go. There's his gimmick. All right, now let's get Junkion transformed into his vehicle mode. And you can leave these guns plugged in here. If you took them off and used them in the hands, just put them back because they're going to make the engine there. So while we're down here, you can take the foot and plug that in. Same on this side. Plug that in. Take the legs, you can just peg them together like that. Give them a nice squeeze. Rotate the waist 180 degrees. We're going to unpeg the arms, and this could happen. Sometimes the peg comes out, so just pull from here instead of from the arms. It makes it a little easier to not pull it out there. Rotate this down, and you just want the arms straight down. We're going to open up this backpack here. The head is going to rotate 180 degrees, and then this whole panel is going to come down, and that's going to end up making the front grille of the truck. You're going to take this is going to rotate all the way around and end up plugging in here, and then these are going to plug into the side of the legs there, and then you can kind of squeeze that together. This is going to come down to the back, and you can actually configure this before we bring it down. So bring these in like this. And then once you have it kind of configured like this, you can bring this down. And that plate's going to sit like that. You can plug in this and this. Rotate the arms to the inside. These are going to come, and sometimes this peg comes off if you rotate it too aggressively like I just did. Rotate that in, and that's going to peg in on the inside right here. So make sure you rotate the hand, and then rotate this and peg it in. Same on this one. Rotate the hand, bring this to the inside, peg that in, and then you're going to take these two arms, and they're going to peg together. You can see kind of the peg back there. So give that a squeeze. Make sure these pegs make their way in, and then make sure those tab into there. Take your hook and the hitch, or whatever you call that, plug that into there, and that's going to make his tow hook. And then you should take this wheel, and you can really put this anywhere. I think it makes the most sense right here in the center. And there's Junkion in his vehicle mode. It's actually pretty good looking. Let's put the G1 cartoon there. And no, I'm just kidding. That's Tow Mater from the Cars movie. He really does look like kind of an evil Tow Mater, just the way they've designed him. But it's a good looking truck. It's got the sled down here, kind of this painted hood with the engine right here. You got the exhaust piece coming off. You can also move this if you want to here or whatever. You know, it's really a lot of options, just like Junkion should. The hook can move a little bit, and you can move this wheel. And again, you have all the options in the world to move that around. So, final recommendations on the Transformers Legacy Evolution Scraphook. And I realized a couple times during this review I said Junkion, but his name is Scraphook. I'm going to either say 4 out of 5. I'm going to recommend it. It's not my favorite Junkion, but he does carry the theme. You know, he's got the parts and all the little bits and pieces. You can change his look. I'm not a huge fan of the gimmick, you know, being able to take it apart, because it does lead to, you know, some of these, I wish they were a little bit tighter, you know, held on a little bit better. But it's nice for those that want to kind of combine them with other characters and kind of, you know, power them up type of thing. For me, that's kind of an unnecessary feature, you know, really doesn't need it. And it does kind of hinder him a little bit, because in the transformation, the arms come off very easily. But other than that, I think he looks really good. I like the vehicle mode. The robot mode's pretty cool. It will fit in nicely with your retail shelf. Now, if you put him with your Junkions, he might be a little bit on the small side since the other two bikes are a little bit bigger than him. But it's cool to kind of have a mix of characters to fill out your Junkions. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.